DayZ is finally arriving on Nintendo Switch 2, which means we're about to get a whole new group of survivors experiencing DayZ for the very first time. And if that's you, you're probably going to die. DayZ can feel pretty overwhelming when you first start, so rather than throwing a load of complicated mechanics at you, here are my top 10 simple tips for new DayZ players that'll help you survive for those first few adventures. Tip 1. Find water first. When you spawn, one of your first priorities should be finding a water pump. You'll find them in towns across the map, and learning where they are will make surviving much easier. And don't just take a couple of sips, drink until you're properly hydrated, because once you start heading inland, you might not find another water source for a while. Tip 2. Learn Chernarus first. Now Switch 2 players are getting access to Chernarus, Livonia and Sakal, and my advice for somebody completely new to DayZ is simple. Start with Chernarus. Chernarus is the perfect place to learn the fundamentals of DayZ. Learn how to find food and water, deal with infected, navigate, hunt, cook, make fires, and understand how other players behave. And when you spawn on the coast, don't stay there forever. Get some water, grab whatever supplies you can find, and start moving inland. You'll generally find better loot as you progress across the map. Once you're comfortable surviving on Chernarus, then start exploring Livonia. And honestly, I wouldn't even think about tackling Sakal until you've got the basics down. Sakal adds another level of survival that you simply don't need to worry about while you're still learning how to survive in DayZ. Learn to survive first, then make survival harder. Tip 3. Find a knife. A knife is one of the most useful tools you can have in DayZ. You can use it to cut up animals, make rags, collect bark, and prepare materials for a fire, but you don't necessarily need to find an actual knife. DayZ has several ways of making improvised cutting tools from things you can find in the environment. Learning how to make one can genuinely save your life. Tip 4. Don't sprint everywhere. I know you're going to want to sprint everywhere. Don't. Sprinting burns through your food and water much faster and drains your stamina. Most of the time, just jog. Save your stamina for when you actually need it, whether that's escaping infected, getting into cover, or running away from another player. Tip 5. Fight infected smart. You're going to encounter infected almost immediately. Don't panic, and don't just start wildly swinging at them. Learn to block their attacks, wait for your opportunity, and then strike. And if you've attracted too many, run into a building and shut the door. You don't have to fight everything you see. Sometimes surviving means knowing where to run. Tip 6. Wash your hands. This one catches loads of new players out. If you cut up an animal with your bare hands, you'll get blood on them. If you then eat them without washing your hands, you can make yourself sick. Either wear gloves or wash your hands before you eat. And if you don't have gloves, you can even make improvised hand wraps from rags. It sounds like a tiny detail, but DayZ will happily kill you because you forgot to wash your hands. Tip 7. Empty found bottles. You've just found a bottle of water. Brilliant. Don't drink it. You don't know whether the water is safe. Empty the bottle and refill it from a water pump. If you're collecting water from an unsafe source, make sure you purify it first. Getting sick when you've barely got any supplies can turn a promising life into a very short one. Tip 8. Use iSurvive. DayZ isn't going to give you a little marker telling you exactly where you are, so one of the best tools you can use while learning the map is iSurvive. You can have it open on your phone or browser, and it will show you towns, roads, water pumps, military areas, and loads more. When you enter a town, look for the road signs. Find the town name on iSurvive and use landmarks around you to work out exactly where you are. At first, you'll probably be checking it constantly, but eventually you'll spawn, look around, and immediately know where you are. And that's another reason I recommend sticking with Chernarus at first. You're learning one map while you're learning the game, rather than trying to learn 3 at the same time. Tip 9. No mic, no life. Now we're getting into DayZ culture. If somebody talks to you, talk back, because that's an unwritten rule in DayZ. No mic, no life. Your microphone can genuinely be one of the most powerful weapons you have. Talking can get you out of a fight, it can find you a teammate, and a complete random conversation with another survivor can turn into an adventure lasting several hours. It might also betray you 5 minutes later. It's just DayZ. But if somebody points a gun at you and shouts friendly, you better answer. Tip 10. Knowledge beats gear. The most important lesson you can learn in DayZ. You're going to die. You might survive 10 minutes, you might survive 10 hours, Eventually, you'll have the best weapons, armor, and supplies you've ever found. You'll feel unstoppable, and then bang, black screen, you are dead. And that's DayZ. Don't get angry about losing your character, because your gear isn't your progression, your knowledge is. Every death teaches you something that makes your next life easier. So spawn again, try something different, talk to people, explore somewhere new, and enjoy the adventure. Because DayZ isn't really about how long you survive, it's about the story you create before you die. You play DayZ one life at a time, so make every one of them an adventure. And for everyone joining us on Switch 2, welcome to DayZ. If this helped you out, hit like and subscribe for more DayZ content, and we'll see you out there. Stay safe, survivors.